Sean from Chicago.
Yeah.
How are you,
John,
Sean?
what's up?
Thanks for calling.
I was just calling in. I wanted to say that you guys are awesome. You know, I know a lot of people say it's great what you do, but I'm a relatively new atheist. I've been not really a believer my whole life. I never really believed, but I was raised in a kind of Christian family, and I watched a lot of what you guys done. I've watched a lot of the old stuff, a lot of the archive stuff, the nonprofits I'm getting into, which is a lot cooler than. Let me stop. It's pretty cool though.
Well, thanks, Sean.
Yeah, but just to correct you, Matt here is awesome. I'm wonderful.
Right. Okay, that'll work. But anyway, I've been able to, from what you guys have done, I've seen how you guys deal with people as far as your demeanor and just how you go about breaking down different arguments. And it's helped me a lot because now I'm starting to make videos breaking down other people's arguments on YouTube. So I just want to thank you guys for that because you guys put a lot of stuff out there.
Well, thanks a lot, Sean.
How would people find your videos on on YouTube?
Yeah, well, you guys have videos on YouTube from like Freethinker and a couple other people, and
but your stuff. You said you're making videos. How
Jeff's letting you pimp your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Maverick 713.
Maverick 713. Thank you.
Maverick 713. I've done just a couple of videos, but I'm gonna be doing a whole lot more because I see a lot of bad information going out, and it's
awesome.
Cool.
You know, somebody has to say something about it. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
No, you're welcome.
And by the way, since we're in the stroking, I love the fact that you have a lot to do with like D&D stuff. I've seen some of your drawings. That's so awesome.
Thanks for that too. I'm now working on a massively multiplayer online game.
That's cool. I would definitely like to hear about that. Anyways, I know these guys in the chat room are they got pitchforks and
they're going to get mad at you soon. Yeah. So we get to questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of things. One, I was watching a video on YouTube, and this guy, Jezuzfreek 777, was talking about this kid finding a guy at the park saying that that our morality comes from God about integrity. And I actually, like probably once a week or even more, I just ask them what integrity is and give me an example of it, that whole idea. And I wonder how somebody can teach their child about integrity if there's always somebody there watching. How does that concept even can you put that concept across to people? How can you do the right thing when nobody's around if there's always somebody around? I guess that's my big thing.
Oh, I see. That's an interesting question.
Yeah, actually, and for those who took longer than I did to even get it, you're talking about this idea of the Sky Daddy watching,
right?
That exactly. Isn't integrity. Yeah, I mentioned something similar ages ago when somebody brought this up, and I haven't used this example in a long time, I don't think, but imagine that you have two little kids. And one of them behaves because of a promise of dessert after dinner or because of the threat of getting beaten if they don't behave. And the other one behaves because they actually understand that their actions affect other people and their own empathy and desire to, live relatively harmoniously is what drives them to do this.
Trying for one of those Obama fly-killing moments?
It was a gnat. Yeah, Obama's got nothing on me. Which one is the better kid? That was my question, is which one is the better kid? And I think your question, your example, goes to it in even greater detail, and that is, while mine focused on the idea of even if there isn't a God, there is this imposed threat, real or imaginary, of hell and promise of heaven, and yours goes to the idea that, okay, if there is a God and he's watching every one of your moves, then you have no chance to exercise anything remotely like integrity because you're constantly being watched, and the integrity comes out when you're not being watched.
Okay, let me play Christian's advocate for a moment. Wouldn't a Christian say, or be able to say, yeah, but even I, as a Christian, have my doubts. And I am tempted, and so I can sometimes put aside my belief in God, my belief that He's watching me, and go for the the selfish move.
Yes, and when
Wouldn't
you've done
they-
that, you've
wouldn't they
demonstrated
pull
that
that-
you don't have integrity. It doesn't matter whether somebody's
Exactly.
watching you or not.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no
Right.
way around it. I mean, you can do the mental
What-
gymnastics and
What they'd
and
be
say what you're
saying is that
Jeff.
my real nature is to be an ass.
But they could also set aside their belief that God is watching them, and then not do the selfish thing.
Yes, and then they'd be an
But
atheist.
then they'd be admitting that that they didn't need that belief that the guy was watching them in order to do the good thing.
Well, I think it's a
Interesting.
great idea. Thanks a lot for feeding us in.